today. Lots of good fun. I'm just going to run and grab my morning coffee. I will be right back and we can get down to it, get ready for Marbies, all that fun jazz. We're going to start building out some new strategies for Q1 today. Lots of great stuff happening. So I'm going to go grab my coffee. You guys stick around. We'll be right back. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There is currently no coffee, so we got to brew. Got to brew, got to brew, got to brew. Let's go to Marby's here, see where we're at. We ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a fun day. Super pumped for this one. Lots of craziness going on pre-market, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that are just waking up, just opening up your dashboard, you'll see that the SPY is to the moon. It's 366 pre-market, 365 pre-market. A little bit nutty. We are running hard and we are running fast. ACB is up to $12. 12.72 pre-market. Kind of yowza. You know what I mean? So that's a big play there. CBay guys is one that I'm getting that I have been into. That's up to 821, 825. Pretty much everything is up, guys. Actually, what's surprising is DGLY is not up. DGLY is presenting a little buy the dip opportunity here. Just looking elsewhere to see what else is up. Waiter is up pre-market. They have their earnings. It's supposed to drop any moment now. I still haven't seen it come in. I've been updating like crazy to try to see what's going on. SWBI is also down. So I think that those are actually by the dip opportunities, guys. What's up? Cut the mullet, LDABs, Yuya, Snap. Yeah, tech is not going to run today. Everything else is going to be the limelight, retail, travel, energy. All of those are going to go. Let's see. TRVG the moon. Hair Westport did confirm that their earnings will be on the 11th. I know that's of interest to you. Jeffries dropped its rating on Mattel to a hold from a buy, just meaning that Jeffries wants to get it on Mattel before it runs like a maniac. It's going. It's going. We'll see what the portfolio looks like when everything opens up here. Waiter is what I'm anxiously waiting on. We will be listening to the Waiter call at noon today, guys. That's going to happen. Yeah, Spies 365 pre-market. Yeah, she's going. That's on Pfizer news. As well, guys, AstraZeneca also dropped news that they have started production line on 30 million doses of their vaccine. Yeah, Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, no, I just muted. I was talking to the kiddos in the background. Waiter takeover. Yeah, I'd say 10 to 12. Um, I did not see your new puppy. Market isn't open yet. What do you think about? Yeah, so the price takeover. Uh, no, yeah, guys, this is a pump. This is a pump. Anybody that thinks that this is lasting news just because Pfizer said that they had some good data, don't care. It's a pump. This is a pump. There are shorts aplenty for people to be taking today, if that's how you play this. But this is a pump. I am looking at anything right now that that's rough, man. Travel sector, right? Travel sector. We were talking on Friday, thinking that this was the time. I think it was on Martini stream actually, where I was saying I think now is the time to be entering into those positions on travel. And then Monday it ran. I didn't have skin in the game in travel. I don't have anything here really long term on that. I'm looking at my long dated calls here. My Wells Fargo is up. My pipeline is up. My Mattels are up. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty stoked here. I think things are looking good. Even when the waiter calls are up, I think the waiter calls are going to be fantastic for me today. I am going to get out of my LAC calls here, I think. Um, oh, you're new here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are new here, I've been actively trading since January. Uh, Short term future for Rocket. Rocket is not one that I trade. We can definitely take a look at it today, but it's not one that I trade. I understand that it's a hype stock of late, but it's definitely not one that's been in my portfolio. It's not one that can use looked at, but I always love looking at new tickers. What's going on today? Waiter's the big one today. The big one today. I am honestly think that we are going to hear buyout news. They still haven't dropped their bloody earnings though, and it's driving me nuts. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna open up a notepad here, and I'm gonna start taking down tickers so I don't miss them. But Rocket, AGLM, guys, if you have tickers you want me to look at, just put that in there. Okay? Isn't waiter earnings after hours? No, it's supposed to be pre-market. They're doing their earnings call at noon. XOM, yeah, we can take another look into the oil industry for sure. I'm a lot more bearish on the oil industry than a lot of people out there. Ecor, yeah, we can take a look at Ecor today. I'm going to try to develop some ETFs for uh, Q2 2021 today. ACB, I mean, we can take a look at it. There's not a lot more to add to it, um, but yeah, we can definitely take a look at it. Let me check right now because I did get an update. Um, oh no, it is after market close, but their earnings call is today at noon. I have seen the Pfizer results. Yeah, 90% actually isn't that great. And I know people see that number that don't understand bio, but 90 is actually not that fantastic. Also, like AstraZeneca is showing a dual combination vaccine that has 100% efficacy on a double dose. So I'm still AstraZeneca is still my pick out of the main runners. But outside players like IPIX guys, they had a 95% viral load decrease, and that's like early trial results. So they're beating Pfizer. 90% is not phenomenal results. All right, let's open up them Marbies. Baba, my short puts expire worthless at the money buying November.
Just Webb said buy Clorox in the fight against COVID.
Nike, XOM. Nike is definitely one I want to take a look at today, so I'm going to put that on the list here. Baba, we can take a look at because, in my opinion, Baba's out of buy the dip right now. Um, Yeah, it honestly isn't that high. So we'll see what we will see. Um, okay, let's do that Marby's thing. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Winner gets to pick the ticker that we watch, ladies and gentlemen. So get in, get in, get in. If you're joining us on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, unfortunately, this is a Twitch specific race. You got to be over on Twitch in order to make this happen. Who is one I haven't seen in a while? Palantir is strong. American Airlines, DraftKings. DraftKings, I'm iffy on. Um, but Huya, American Airlines, Palantir, those are US. Oh yeah, oil. I'm not strong on either. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna hit start here. You got 10 seconds. If you didn't hit play, tough. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am racing against you guys, of course. I always have the ticker that I want to watch going in, so I'm happy to throw that in here. And let's see how we do. Boom, 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 boom.
Just Web said millennial doesn't have headphones, so I don't think he can hear this TDS, haha.
Jess Webb is misinformed. I do have headphones and I can hear you. You just can't see it. It's on this ear. Um, I can hear you. Why you gotta be that way, man? Why you gotta be that way? All right, Tyrant Cruz, your Nan's left nut, and myself are all in the running here. I'm getting a little caught up there in the horns, but we'll see what we do here. Oh, breaking off from the pack. I4 Bear. Your Nan's left nut goes right. Everybody else seems to go left. Apparently, left was the or right was the way to go. Your Nan's left nut. I'm just gonna call you left nut from now on because I'm not saying that whole thing every time. I4 Bear though, he wants a piece of it. He wants a piece of it. Not a sub, saying he doesn't care. He wants in too. Left nut, also not a sub, just wants the win. It's like
Just
screw.
Web said I was curious if I could troll you this way.
It is possible to troll me this way. Yes, that is a real thing that is possible. All right, left nut headed for that win. We're in the final steps here. I don't know if you can actually get cucked here, so it looks like it may just be the win. I don't see anybody catching up. Here it is, the big finish. The winner. Left nut, it's on you, buddy. Left nut. Rigged. Your left nut agrees. It's rigged. Okay, so close that down. Open. It's back up. Yeah, whatever stock you want. It's going up on the big sheet, and that's what we'll watch headed into the market today. Biden enters the White House after the Electoral College actually votes for him to get in. Um, Later, just Web. We'll catch you later. Yeah, so the Electoral College has to vote him in on December 15th. He is president elect. He is not president. So once the Electoral College votes him in December 15th, then they prep for him to enter the White House early January. Trump is still president until that point. Um, All right, since we're watching anything and everything, I do want to see what Waiter does here. It is interesting to me that Waiter is actually going to be holding their earnings call before they drop. Yeah, space tendies are looking real solid pre-market here, guys. I've got a DC of 1844 on them. They're already up to almost 20. So pretty pumped about that. That's working out well. Portfolio is up over 30,000 US again, so pretty pumped about that. Trump isn't going to concede until the result of the lawsuits. One of the interesting things with the lawsuits, though, guys, is I was listening to a bunch of interviews over the weekend, and Yadek, what's up? One of the interesting things for me was the gentleman who represented Bush. So the one who represented Bush back in the Bush-Gore contention that went to the Supreme Court, he's reviewed Trump's lawsuits, and he finds that while there is the potential for one of them to produce something, he has to show merit. So what would have to happen is on the recounts, there would have to be a sizable and recognizable vote difference that could infer fraud of some nature took place throughout the election, in which case the Supreme Court rulings would go in. So again, this is a super long ball. But for the most part, he's saying that he was not seeing merit in the contentions by Trump. So this is coming from the lawyer who successfully won Bush the election at the Supreme Court level. He's saying that it's just not seeing it. Yeah, for me, I'm moving on. The election for me, what will happen will happen. I need to start looking at what I'm going to do into Q2 of next year. So right now, I'm just going to operate on the basis that I think Biden has it. Now, Biden doesn't get it. Okay, it's really easy to shift again, right? But at least I want to have these strategies in place. Coltrane, thanks so much for the follow, much appreciated. By the way, guys, huge shout out to all you guys that have been supporting the channel lately. My weekend was amazing. I was actually able to get some sleep, some rest, hang out with the family. It was a blast. So yeah, it went really, really well. I am feeling fairly well rested. I've got lots of energy.
How you doing today?
Not well.
Oh, wait, aren't you in Q calls?
And tech is not doing too hot.
Yeah,
well,
tech is definitely hurting today.
Hurting, it's just not doing too hot. Like SPY's up 4.5%, tech isn't up a percent.
Yeah. I was seeing the same thing with I got a notification for Mattel where it's like, Mattel's only up 3%, while the rest of the market is losing its mind, and it's like, yeah, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this is like a put day. This is looking like a put day if I ever saw one.
I looked at it, millennial, and I looked at history of like how much SPY can go up, or ES, and we're still nowhere in the top 20 list.
Well, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about the SPY directly. I'm talking about all of these sectors which are just running like maniacs today. Retail, airlines. It's like
those you're talking about short term.
Yeah, short term. I'm talking like into the end of the week stuff. Like there's travel and
somebody
tourism
was talking
is not safe.
AMC puts because they're what was the thing I just read? They were talking about equity distribution agreement might be looking to raise some cash, which is a dilution event.
Yeah,
but
talking about AMC puts last week.
Well, you're right, which wouldn't help you right now.
I mean, I cashed in on a win on my AMC puts. So
you didn't get into Wells Fargo yet either, did you?
Yeah, I am in.
You got in last week?
I got in a while back. I have April 16th $30 calls.
Yeah, those should be tendied pretty nicely today.
Yeah, they're looking really nice, but I got time on those. I can let those stew a little bit longer here. There's no need for me to rush those bad boys.
My little Mary Jane play where I thought that earnings would come out and kind of hurt the fund. I was wrong. Yeah, I don't even want to see what those options are up to at open.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm there with you. I think airlines, hotels, cruises, all of those are going to run today. But tomorrow, the market realizes, oh shit, nothing's really changed. People still
right.
like just because Pfizer announced that it had 90% results, which still, guys, we've been over this a little bit already. 90% is not knocking my socks off. There are multiple drug designations that have performed better than that so far. So 90% is not like, wow, this is fantastic. The other thing is they haven't received their approval yet, so that's not a thing. And we also don't know how many doses they already have produced. It's still looking like at a reasonable level, it'll be April before we see any of this. And that is terrible news for the airlines because that means Christmas season is boned for them. And that's the number one flight time of the year. There is not another time of year where flights are packed, and the airlines will be missing Christmas this year. So American Airlines is up 20%. In my opinion, and we'll throw the disclaimer in here, in my opinion, that's a beautiful point to just put the crap out of it.
Norwegian Cruise Lines has earnings tonight as well. So that may be one as a short term to look at because it's gapped up 30%. And then they have earnings tonight. I don't know.
The vaccine is coursing through people's blood. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. For me, it's like I understand why the market's doing what it's doing, but at the same time, for me, I'm just not part of the game, right? Like, it's just
it's too much, is what it is.
Yeah. Which is a great opportunity to just do what you're doing as a responsible trader, play your strategy, and if you want to take something against the hype, then take something against the hype. But for me,
don't
it's like,
over leverage yourself, right? Yeah, that's the.
Yep.
I'm all in on a put.
Fisker got a 22 price target today.
Yeah, I plan on taking a put on SPY, like start getting put heavy when it hit around the 360s. But I don't see it now. But
my problem is that I had Boeing calls that were like really down, and I was really happy at 7 a.m. when Boeing hit like 189. Now I'm not as happy as it's diving.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I have a long list of tickers for today. Rocket, ALGM, XOM, Ecor, ACB, Nike, Baba, Palantir, American Airlines, and Wells Fargo are ones I'm going over. If you have anything else you want me to throw in there, I can throw it in there. But yeah, WPRT, I guess we should go over because they have earnings on the 11th. Space we'll talk about because that launch is coming up.
Shit.
Waiter, I'll explain the play. How's Bitcoin doing today? I bet you Bitcoin's down, huh? Nope. I would be wrong.
I just sold my SWBI by accident. I put in a freaking limit order, not a stop order.
Oops.
It's okay. I mean, it was a good profit. It just wasn't intended.
Yeah. That moment when buttons are pushed.
Well, I had it. I usually have a trailing stop loss, but apparently I only set it for the day on Friday, not for good to close. And so I saw it this morning. And go ahead.
No, you're good.
Yeah, and so I went to enter it again this morning just so I had something in place in case whatever. I guess I put a limit order in, so of course it's going to trigger because it was above.
Yeah. Yeah, we are gonna. That'll be the last thing I do on stream today, guys. Is at noon. I'm gonna pop into the Waiter earnings. We'll listen to that and break down what we hear in there. But again, Waiter has never done an earnings call because the CEO didn't see the point. And all of a sudden today, before he drops earnings, he is going to do an earnings call, which has me giddy as a schoolgirl because I think that he's going to announce buyout information. That again, clearly that's just me trying to put pieces together, right? That's not, there has been no announcement on that, but the earnings beat is what I'm hoping for. But the fact that this CEO who hates earnings call is doing one before he drops his earnings, I'm thinking that there might be buyout news, and I would give Waiter a price point around 10 to 12 if there's buyout news coming, which would be just fine by me because I got 10 grand sitting in Waiter. So if it goes triple today, I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. So market is open, but this does not look like it. Oh, this is 2 years on the day. I was like, my ticker's not moving. What's wrong with this thing? Yeah, guys, a lot of people are mentioning SWBI, DGLY, they're drilling. Them's a buy the
Oh
dip
dear lord.
IMO.
That was a nice oops when I sold SWBI because I sold it at 1690 this morning.
ETM is taking off as it should. But yeah, guys, anything in that gun sector that's down for me, in my opinion, is a buy the dip. Because when right now kind of things are still up in the air, and we're not going to get into politics because I'm moving past it, but protest is something that we have to keep in mind. And I don't think we are anywhere near the end of protest. BLM is still a thing. Yeah, the potential for protests in and up to the electoral vote on the 15th and the inauguration on January is rife. So if gun and defense stocks go down, for me, it's like at what point do the tendies look so sweet that you can't pass them up? Yeah, same with mine. You see the wheel of doom of, please help us. Everybody in the market is trying to profit take right now. We can't actually load your screen for you. What I will enjoy today are the shorts getting absolutely boned. The shorts are bending over and taking it pre-market. Yeah, my options portfolio is up 11% on Wells Fargo.
Order cancelled.
You set a limit buy at 360 per waiter and just auto buys at 320. That's odd. You sure it was set to limit and not market? I mean, I assume you're sure, but that'd be the first thing I check is the order history on it. Mind you, if waiter keeps going and you got it at 320, like weird, man. I mean, 320 is not a bad entry on waiter. I can't actually get this to update right now, so no. Westport earnings is the 11th. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Love you. I'm leaving.
Love you. Bye.
Whisper wants to keep James here. He's sleeping at the moment, but she says she'll take care of him when he wakes up.
Okay, great. Nah. No, no kisses for you guys. That's my kisses. You guys can't have any of those. Those are too tasty for you guys.
Said waiter earnings are today, right?
They are. They're after hours, but that's the weird thing is I thought they were pre-market because he's doing his conference call at noon.
They're all YOLO.
I'm just logically, right? I'm trying to break down a guy who's been vocally adamant that he does not see a point in earnings calls for his business all of a sudden decides not only is he going to do an earnings call, but he's going to do an earnings call before the earnings drop.
Yeah, I threw a grand at it. We'll see what happens, just for fun. So I don't have to look at all this losing money I'm having to deal with.
All right, guys. It looks like my brokerage, like many out there, is just taking a big old fat dump right now. So what we're going to do instead is I'll start breaking down these tickers.
So I couldn't get Boeing options to update for the first 2.5 minutes of market open.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely holding Waiter until after earnings. My expectation on Waiter, guys, was that it goes back up to where it should be, around that $7 to $8 mark. But this earnings call at noon has me thinking there's a buyout, and the buyout would be at $10 to $12, which is where this thing will go to. And it's where I would sell it at. Now, I would be very happy because that would make today a $20,000 day for me. And it would also be vindication against all the chirpers saying that I didn't know what I was talking about with Waiter. It would actually be really fantastic for that to happen today. I'd be thrilled. All right, let's break down some of these tickers, though. Yeah, I still think they beat on earnings, Eric. I'll still be holding it. I suppose that's the other side of it that I have to, if I clear my bias, the other reason he could be doing an earnings call is to release bad news. I suppose that is a possibility. I'm just not sure what that bad news is going to be with the second wave of coronavirus coming in, winter coming in. Yeah, look at that. Up to 365, down to 308. And gave it all back. He's a big old profit take.
If I can break even on my Pinterest, I'm getting out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of ugly. It's at 60.
See, this is the thing. Cinema stocks vault higher after positive Pfizer vaccine news. It doesn't matter if there's a vaccine. Even, let's say, hypothetically, there was a vaccine right now, and everybody could go out and get it, right? This does not fix several issues. The first being, not everybody's going to go get it. Second being, even if everybody gets the vaccine, it doesn't mean everybody's going to start rushing back out to whatever, because a lot of people are still broke as hell. They have been unemployed. They are unemployed. There's no stimulus check coming. Even now, it looks like it's going to be a Republican Senate, which means that you're not going to get a $5 trillion stimulus bill coming in. Like, there's all of these things that inhibit that. And then with the film sector especially, everybody has canceled their freaking movies. This December, your choices when you go to theater are you can go to the theaters to see Wonder Woman or Wonder Woman. That's it. That's your only decision that you can make. Don't get me wrong. I love Gal Gadot. That lady rocks the Wonder Woman. But the savior of the theaters, she is not. All right, Rocket. Now, Rocket is not one that I've looked at before, guys. I'm going to break this down here and see what I see. Mortgage lending. Okay, mortgage lending. Do I think home sales are going to go up into the new year? If Biden does put things into a lockdown again, which he has said that he is more than likely willing to do, and the coronavirus task force he puts together today is going to be a big part of that. In the event that he does lock down the country again, I do think we see people buying homes outside of urban centers Because I imagine the lockdown that we will see will be based off of major outbreak centers, and nobody's going to want to live in these major urban populations if it means that they can't go outside, they can't have groceries, they can't do that crap. So I expect to see a massive exodus from places like New York and LA. As a result, I think mortgages are going to pick up. You're going to see people taking on new mortgages for sure. 90% is not great in bio, guys. I know people are reading that and they're going, hooray, it's fantastic. That's not really fantastic. The number you're aiming for is 100%, and that's 10% off. There are other drugs out there. AstraZeneca is shown with dual combination. It's 100%. After one dose, 91% effective. After the second dose, 100%. That's the number you want. AstraZeneca is hitting it. So with Rocket, guys, I like it. We can go to tip ranks and see what's up there with the analysts on it, see where they put it and kind of what the thought process is on it. Guys, if you're unfamiliar with tip ranks, you're new traders or whatever else, just check out the portfolio here. Voila. That'll kind of let you know where you're at and what's up. Rocket RKT. Okay, so the average on this is 26. I'm going to disagree with all these holds. I think it's a buy. I would put it at 35 with a buy. In my opinion, that's kind of where I see Rocket. So let's Rocket off the list here. ALGM. Let's take a look at ALGM. Allegro Microsystems. So this was an IPO, dropped in October. It's up to 26. This is an AI car play. Palantir is up on contact tracing news. Possibly. Possibly. A lot can happen, and they can only really play around with their positions as it's happening. So let's go to Waiter and see what the insider track looks like. Insiders. CFO 2 months ago bought. Directors buying 5 months ago. Everybody bought 5 months ago, except for one director who sold 580,000 of it. So kind of mixed messages there. As far as hedge funds holding this thing, there are a couple. Damn, 5 million, 1.3 million in this thing. Last thing we have is a statement of beneficial. Yeah, this is just the CFO. So there's nothing else that's really happened there with Waiter. Just gonna keep that up and keep updating it throughout the day. Who knows? They might drop it sooner, right? Okay, so ALGM guys, that's a self-driving play. I like BlackBerry more for that. XOM is the oil industry, guys. I think that this is in a doom and gloom status where we're still dealing with a lack of consumption on oil paired with an eco-focused president. Oil is not rocking my socks off at the moment. Ecor, small stock, Conduct a study of non-invasive vagal nerve stimulation, mild traumatic brain injury, and PTSD. Okay, so it's looking to address PTSD. Again, guys, with biostocks, first thing you do. I saw it at, hold on. I got it off of IBKR. Yeah, came off of Interactive Brokers. We can go to the waiter's site though and see if they have an event for today. On their website, they are saying it's 5 p.m., not noon, so that's interesting. IBKR boning me. I still can't get my sheets to update, guys. I have no idea. Do I just close out of it and try to log back in and see if that fixes it? Yeah, and I mean, we knew this. We knew this pre-market that today was just, it was overextended on very little. And the market woke up, took their profits, and went, oh, yeah, right. Nothing really changes on that news from Pfizer. For those that are in the bio industry, they're looking at that going, that's not great. Yeah, Acrx is back down to 141. Again, guys, I'm diamond hands on that because I'm waiting on the military spending at the end of the month. I still can't get daily P&L. There's nothing from this. It's going to be like 10:30 before this thing actually works. My average on waiter is 284. That's this one right here. Market's just moving too hard, too fast. People can't keep up. Everybody's trying to take profits. Everybody's trying to get their orders in, and market's losing its mind. No, there's no firm date. There's no firm date on military spending budget approval. Actually, the political confusion right now could lead to that being pushed back a little bit. I'm not sure what the state of that's going to be ultimately. Let's reload StockTwits here, see what's going on, see if there's any news here. Bump, 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 bump. For Equar, I will check it. Just give me a second here. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. Okay. Yeah, see, everybody here with the waiter dip is like, I'm buying more, I'm buying more, I'm buying more, I'm buying more. This is nutty. This is absolutely nutty. The market is going to chill the F out by 11, and you are going to be in a very different market. This does not concern me at all. Right now, it's back to my average. It's right back to the 286. Technically, I mean, I don't have any buying power, but if I did, I'd be looking to enter like a madman on it. Now that being said, I wonder what is Mara doing right now? Because if the market's losing its mind and they're all coming back down to earth, I can't help but think that Mara would probably be going up, right? Nope, it's down two. All right, cool. Cool. So yeah, Ecor guys looking at their pipeline. So my issue with Ecor is what you're looking at is a device instead of a medication or a treatment. Well, I mean it's a treatment, but it's a treatment through a device. So this is a COVID play on its emergency use authorization. I see that. I'm not a big fan of COVID. I'm not a big fan of bio devices. I'm not saying there's not a play there. It's just something that I don't trade. I don't trade that segment of bio. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the depth that I'm willing to go on Ecor. Is I just don't like medical devices. Yeah, they got the EUA, and that was on COVID hype. But to be honest, if we get a vaccine on COVID, then the COVID hype is kind of over. It's not really gonna do anything for it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Ecor. But again, that's because it's outside of my kind of niche inside bio. I prefer medication and phase approvals. Devices go under a different approval process. So not saying it's not a play, but it's not a play that I would be interested in myself. Aurora Cannabis, guys, ACB. This is the big talk of the town where people are like, look, it's up, it's up, it's up, it's up, it's up. Great. I took my money and ran at 10. That it's up at 12 now. Fantastic. I'm not going to go back into this. I'm not going to go anywhere near it. It could go up more. It could come down. We don't know. We actually haven't heard Biden actually talk a lot about pot. So I'm not exactly sure he's rushing to legalize either. But with ACB, it's hype on the potential of pot being legalized in the States. That's it. Nike. Nike was one that people asked to take a look at. Retail sector is going to do quite well through Christmas. Nike is a fitness play as well, so it does well through January. Seasonally, it performs quite well. Nike is laying off 700 employees at its Oregon location, which is good for the bottom line. How'd they do on their earnings? Oh, they're not announcing their earning. They do their earnings kind of off season. So April or September was their last one, and now Christmas, just before Christmas, is when we'll get the next one. Yeah. I mean, fitness seasonality. It's Nike. If it goes down, and you see it by the dip. Great. For me, Nike is Nike. It just produces. Even when they lose, they're able to spin it as a win because they've got the team to do that. So, yeah. Baba, 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 Baba. Baba's going to be huge through Christmas, guys. This is a buy the dip in my opinion. Yeah. Chinese Amazon, man. It goes down. It's not going to stay down. Just because the financial group thing went through, that doesn't affect Baba's performance. So that's interesting. Palantir, guys. Palantir is going to continue to be a strong play. PayPal Mafia, as well as contact tracing in the UK. Be sure that the US is also going to use it for contact tracing if it shows that it's functional in doing that. Palantir is a strong play into a second wave and a president that's considering lockdowns. So Palantir is looking pretty nice. American Airlines, 1337. Okay, so it's up 16% today. For me, do I like Peloton for Christmas? No, I like Planet Fitness and Nike better than Peloton. Lululemon. Okay, so this is an overextension. This does not fix our problems. I think American Airlines is a solid put at this. That being said, I don't have money to get into a put, but if I could take a put, I would take a put on that for sure. Disclaimer is always there, guys. There is no financial advice. I'm telling you what I would do, my thoughts, my insights, my opinions. Do your own damn due diligence. You're responsible for your own trades. I'm not. Make your own calls, make your own plays. This is where we come to learn how to look and read and figure out what exactly is happening. The plays that you take based off of that news, this is purely educational what I do. You guys make your own damn play. My brokerage is not loading well either, man. Like, look at this. Here, let me pull up my watch list here and see what's going on. That's what I see. Even a single stock. Okay, it can load a single stock and tell you what the movement is, but other than that, it can't seem to really do much of anything. Usually by 10:15, 10:30, you'll start to figure things out, but my daily P&L is updating now, at least, on one stock. Yeah, it looks like I can load a single stock here. What happens if I change off of waiter? Let's make this space. Okay, so I can get a single ticker to load. Space is up over $20, guys. I'm happy with that. I've got $25 calls. Space looks like it's making a run for those. My equity in space is a DCA of 1844, so it's doing well. Yeah, it's just so many people trying to move things around, and it's going both ways, right? So, right when the market was opening, everybody wanted to sell and take profit. So all these sell orders came in and just bombarded the system, and then everything fell so hard because all those sell orders came in all at once that everybody was losing their mind and wanting to get in their sells as well because they didn't want to lose all that profit. And now everybody just kind of went, "Oh crap, it's gone down too low. Now I want to buy it." And so now you've got all these buy orders coming in to take back up to kind of a normal level. Wells Fargo, guys. I understand Wells Fargo. People hate this crap. I understand why. Believe me, I get you. There are a bunch of banks out there I'm not a fan of. HSBC, Douche Bank, Wells Fargo. They're all part of the same party of screw you guys, I'm going home. But I think Wells Fargo at $24, it has never recovered from May. And I think that under the president, under the election hype being gone, all the way up into possible stimulus into the new year, I think that we see this come back up to this $40 line, which leaves me with my Wells Fargo play, where I've got $30 calls for April, which I think will do quite well. So that's kind of my insight onto Wells Fargo. It's not that I like the company per se. It's just that I think that it's currently undervalued at $24. I think it's worth about 40. So that's kind of where I am on that one. WPRT, guys, this is my Hare actually brought this to my attention, so I will give Hare the credit on WPRT. Hare Lattice made me aware of this. Westport Guys is waiting approval on a potential China deal, which could be absolutely massive for them. I'm excited to see what happens here. I think the WPRT has the potential to go to $4 to $6. If I take a look at tip ranks, just to get a feel for what the analysts are saying on it. Yeah, they're saying $5 on Westport, and it's at 2 right now. So that's a double up, close to triple up, like 2.5 times, depending on what it does here. So not feeling so bad about that. ACRX, I think it got actually 2 more analysts. Yeah, 3 days ago, they reiterated their price points on this. They see a 253-400% increase on ACRX still. They haven't moved. It's just this guy here. This guy's got to go. I want them to just scrap this guy. Evan Sagerman. This guy. Guys, here's me shocked, right? Oh, wait, are you telling me that the dip was over exaggerated and it's not actually that way? I am both shocked and appalled. Oh dear, oh my. Whoever could have seen what is transpiring? The one that I'm pleasantly seeing here is this ETM play. That's looking real tasty right now. ETM. Go, baby, go.
Okay, I think I cycled through all my positions that I wanted to, but I ended up losing like 3K because I just couldn't get them in.
Yeah, and everybody that's talking chat here is saying they're having the same problem where just it's like their broker is fucked off because there's so many orders going in and out.
Yep.
Look at ETM, damn. $1.78. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Oh my gosh. AMC is up 43%. Rita, you there? So ACB's come down a little bit. Wells Fargo's coming down a little bit. ET is still up nicely. Look at DGLY. Oh, that looks tasty. Oh, that's a buy the dip. If I can get out of waiter today, I'm gonna take me a piece of that DGLY. I think there is no way that shit should be 260. When is their earnings? Their earnings are the 12th. Oh, yes. Buy going down. Discord is not down for me, no. All right, what else is on this stock list? Because I want to get this done here. Space guys, the play on space is hype up into the launch. Their window for launch is the 19th through the 22nd. So that's next week. Space will just slowly buy up into that. I'm hoping for a PT around 40, 45 on it. But we'll see what we will see. That'll be a slow one. We're day after day after day. It's gonna buy up. And the last but not least, guys, Waiter. It's the food delivery one that we are watching. Their earnings will be after hours. 5 o'clock will be the earnings call. I will be watching that. There's a lot of hype around Waiter right now as to there being a potential buyout, which has me like, yay! That would be huge. But anybody who sold Waiter on the dip is just for me it is. Six no love. For me it is. Acrx is definitely that. I haven't changed my outlook on it. Again, I wasn't waiting on their earnings. This is interesting. ACRX is going to be presenting at the Credit Suisse event. The annual virtual healthcare event. Number 2 p.m. on November 10th. I don't know if there is a link. Did anybody see if there was a link on that? Where is it? Here. Yeah. Yeah, and that's where it's interesting. Yeah, that's right. ETM's numbers that they gave us that were all-time highs on political spend won't show up until their next earnings, which is why this is up. People are just going to ride this thing. So for me, my $1.60 average on it, I'm pretty pumped about it. I think we're in a really good spot. Space is doing well. We're trucking along on space. Waiter's doing well. ETM's well. I'm up $1,000 on the day. I'm up 3% on my equity portfolio for the day. So this is not a bad day. I'll take that. My options portfolio, I'm down 1%, less than 1%. So again, not sweating that really. Not sweating it. I'm going to use the facilities, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back. If you have tickers they want me to take a look at, we'll do that. We'll go take a look at some of the news. And then I think I will start building out a playlist that I like into Q2. So I will call it Q2 playlist, and it will have the plays that I like going into Q2. This is not a second wave Corona portfolio like we built before. This is Q2, so this will have some tech stuff in it, some bio stuff in it. But we'll build that when I get back, okay? All right, all right, all right. Let's get down to this here. This. This goes down. This goes here. This goes here. Stream info. Let's go. Okay. So no other tickers for me to look at. So let's go to building out a strategy for Q2 2021. So to the drive. Okay, so sectors that let's take this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so sectors that I'm interested in for this are going to be, so by Q2 we can expect to see actual rollout. So sports is going to be a sector, gambling is going to be a sector, travel and tourism is going to be a sector, films, this is both theaters and content. Social media I don't want on here. Bio, tech. I'm gonna make the starting bankroll for this a $50,000 strategy. Event organizers in that industry. Things are still really lagging. I'm not so quick to jump into that. I don't think we see a recovery on events as far as event organization. What about cars? Ooh, yeah, I'll put it in there. Vehicles, cars, yeah. This would include potential EV plays as well, though. Okay, so off the top of my head, what do I like? I like DraftKings. Fuel Cell I like. Yeah, I like Mara. I like for sports, Blue Jays stock. RCI stock. Okay, so RCI is a play that I like. Will there be value in moving companies? Yeah, I think there would be. That's a good extension play. U-Haul stock. It's too expensive for me. I don't think they'll see a significant increase. No, not Uber or Lyft. I do like Disney because they get to double dip on the film industry as well as travel and tourism. So RCI I like. Oh, that's already there. Travel and tourism. Um, what is TCS? Mm, I don't know this play. I don't know how that's affected by COVID. I don't think so. I think you need more of this as people are moving. I think TCS runs. Green energy stocks. No, only on the basis of I think the stimulus and the presidency is actually going to take more time for that to happen. I do like THO. Bio, I like BMY. Cars. I mean, I gotta say Neo at this point. I have to. With Biden being there, I screw you, Pola. No. I don't like Neo, but I mean, Biden has made it pointedly clear that he is pro green energy and he is okay with working with. Yeah, but Tesla, this is an equity portfolio. So, like, if I put Tesla here, right, I get 10 shares of Neo for every 1 share of Tesla. Do I think that Tesla is going to grow enough in an equity portfolio to make that count? I don't. I would say that by April, Neo is up around 65. Tesla maybe 500, right? So let's say I get 1 share of Tesla, I get 10 shares of this. That's $200 I make on this, and that's $50 that I make on this, right? See what I mean? Yeah, so this is for Q2. So this is for April, I guess into June. You're right, into June. But I mean, ultimately, when I say Q2, I think I'm looking to exit around April. Just trying to think what else. Yeah, I mean that play for me is further out. That would be if I was building a Q3 portfolio, which I'll do in January. Yeah, but Tesla's definitely not on here. I do like DGLY still. Apple onto Q1. Just trying to think if there's anything here that really stands out to me that I am open to suggestion here, guys. I like if you guys have thoughts as to what you think might be going well on April. So expect me to sell at the start of April. Millennial gun stocks. Currently building a Q2 portfolio. SBE, CLSK. I don't like Clean Spark. What's SBE? No, I've got Neo for EV. I don't think I need another EV play in there. Ooh, Planet Fitness. Okay, I like that. We're not looking at a 5 trillion stimulus. They're still saying it's a Republican controlled Senate. Yeah, work from home. GDRX guys, I put that in there for work from home. Buy gold bit more dollars. Buy gold Bitcoin. I've got Mara in there for Bitcoin, so that's already covered. Just trying to think what I don't have covered. So this is gambling, this is green energy, this is crypto, this is sports, this is travel and tourism and film, this is airlines, this is green automotive, this is parks and tourism. I actually don't like C's as much as I like six. I think I just stay with six. Since I already have Disney, I don't need three plays in that sector. Pull this out. I only have 50 grand in this portfolio too, so Thor is Winnebago's. Semiconductors, graphic cards, and tech. I definitely need something, so go AMD and BlackBerry here. No, no. ETM's a seasonal play, August into January. I wouldn't take it into April. Yeah, Crimson, absolutely. I think AMC is a joke today. I think it's overextended, and if I had money to take a put against it, I would, but I don't. Nike or Adidas into April? Mm, uh, we don't really trade Adidas over here, but Nike. I think I like. I think I like Nike better into Q1. Oh, piss off. What happened here? Okay, there. 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 I think that's enough, to be honest. So what I want to do is have this be an allocation of... So this is equal to this divided by 18. And this is M9 divided by 2. Ooh, King of the Bee! Subscription tier 1. You rock, buddy. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. Okay, so let's put in these prices that we've got here. If there's any tickers here that you guys don't understand why I'm taking them, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to throw this out for you, at least give you an idea of why I'm thinking what I'm thinking. And you guys are more than welcome to just tell me what's up. Ooh, Timmy eats too much. Schmexy. I'll be here. I'll be here every day. Oh, it's a Wednesday. I'll be here for the Open. I'm seriously debating taking F Wednesday. All the market ever does is go down on F Wednesday, unless I start playing puts on the SPY every Wednesday. Well, you're doing it right, man. That subscribe was the right play. Why UAL over the other airlines? It's a great question. Okay, so let's go to, and we built this out a little while ago, the airlines portfolio here. What I like about UAL is the rest of these guys, 52-week range, UAL can go back up to 95. These guys are in the 30 to 40 range. There's more room for this to come back, in my opinion. Has the highest potential to come back, but it also has the highest potential for growth going back up. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. There it is. Okay. The other thing I want to start looking at is, guys, what events happen. So I like the ETFs that I'm building out here, because essentially what I'm doing here is building long-term opportunities. So now when I look at this, with the exception of this sheet here, this one's kind of a whatever I'm doing right now thing. This one's different. But ad spend into Q1 that I'm able to take. Fires are a seasonal play annually, right? There's always a fire season coming. Second wave. This will be every time we see a pandemic, this will be something that I actually go and take a look at. This will be my pandemic portfolio. It's called second wave right now, but it'll probably be, I'm gonna go sharpen some knives. Nice. Yeah, fire season is an annual thing. It happens every year, guys. We can count on it being there. So for me to have a fires portfolio, I did retire this. So I started before the fire season, retired it in October, and it was up 6.75%. So that's a decent, in my mind, that's a decent win. If I can build 8 portfolios that are seasonal portfolios that I can just roll, and each one of them every time I run it gives me anywhere from an 8 to 10% win. Well, that's 8 to 10% I'm going to take and put in my pocket. 8 to 10% I'm going to take and put in my pocket across 8 different strategies. That means that I'm looking at 60% increase year over year over year over year over year. What about Hurricane? Hurricane is one I have considered. I don't know enough about it, but I think you're right. I think that's one that I definitely want to consider. So I'm going to put that in here. I don't know that I'm going to build it today, But I'm definitely taking a look at that. So hurricanes, what else? Yeah, if you could get a 64% return year after year after year after year playing these seasonal portfolios, why not, right? I think I want a Christmas portfolio. What else? Starlink soon be available for Canadians. I'm okay with that. I would pay that. Yeah, I think New Year's would be in the Christmas portfolio for sure. 2% a month, 24% on the year. I mean, that's not terrible. You'd beat the SPY. Vacation. So vacation would be, I would call it a summer 11. Now you would play this into Q3, right? All the results from summer 11 would come on Q3 earnings. Um, or you would play it in September, or the earnings that we're in right now, the September, October, November earnings, that would have the results from the Christmas stuff. So that's going to be a heavy travel and tourism, resorts, parks. But yeah, definitely, I think there's a summer loving one there for sure. What do we have right now? So let's move fires down here because this is a seasonal play. Um, No, apparently later earnings are coming after hours. So we'll get rid of that stuff. Get rid of this stuff. Yeah, I'm wondering about Tokyo Olympics, what they're gonna do with that. Travel's gonna go up a little bit, but I don't really foresee I don't foresee a ton of plays off of that, to be honest. This shouldn't say Q4 2020. Fire season in California. Any idea when that starts, guys? May through October. So entry on that would be April. How about the food sector? Food sector. Restaurants do better through winter because barbecuing and whatnot doesn't really be a play, so we can do that. Restaurants. So that means that we're looking at November into February. That earnings would fall. So the entry on this one would be November. Summer Lovin', this would be an entry in May. Christmas, this is an August entry. Even September. Hurricane season. When is hurricane season? Did the fire portfolio outperform the market? From April to September. Let me look at the SPY here. The SPY, 6 months. So the SPY was 293, and in September it was 330. No. That's also though because the fires, for me, the fires portfolio, the entry on this was too late for me. I should have taken the entry on this sooner. Also, I mean, there are things that I would eliminate. I think I would tweak this. I would get things like these gun stocks that are in here. I would take those out. Yeah, I don't know. I'll take a look at this again, but for sure, I like this is a portfolio that's a repeated portfolio that I think can be played over and over and over again. And if you enter in April and exit appropriately, it should do just fine. Actually, I think that the retiring it in October was the mistake. Playing it April to September would be the right range. So maybe I put that in here. April to September. Christmas, September entry. This one would be Q4 earnings. That's it. Summer lovin' would be May into Q3 results. Q3 earnings. Restaurants would be November into Q1 results. Well, I think there is a huge potential for beyond. I don't know that there's going to be mass adoption of veggies and fruits over meat. Not globally anyway. Okay. Hurricane season is June through November, so it would be a May entry. Hurricanes. May, and then if it runs, what do they say? Hurricanes run June through November, so it'd be Q4 earnings you exit on. Probably actually exit on Q3 earnings. BTGN. Vistagen Therapeutics. $0.68. They got to get over $1. I wouldn't be on VTGN right now. They're going to do a stock split to get this thing over the dollar. We built a new ETF today. We built a Q2 2021 play. This would be entry November into we built a new portfolio out. $50,000 in. This is the portfolio build out. These are the tickers. And then, yeah. This is dollars. All right. I mean, that's looking good there, guys. It is 11. I don't think that I see anything else that I really. We'll check the news here, but I'm not seeing anything else that I really want to keep rocking on here. Cars did beat, guys. This is a play that I did take, an options play that I took into March. I am confident on cars having that ability to run strong. MRAM. Everspin Technologies. Magneto-resistive random access memory products in the United States. Do I share those spreadsheets? I do not. Yet. I may start sharing them, but as of right now, they are not shareable. That's not to say that they will never be, but as of right now, where and if they will be shared, other than here on stream when we're talking about them, is up in the air. That is a resource that I may offer down the road, whether that's for free or for joining a community or for subs, something of that nature, right? I have greatly been considering doing it for subs. I would just have to remove a couple of those sheets from there into something else. Do I still see a COVID dip potential? Absolutely. But I am considering making that a subscriber only thing. Are you uploading the stream again? I live stream to YouTube, so every stream that I do every day, guys, it is available on YouTube. You will have access to it over on YouTube as well. So if you guys aren't familiar with my YouTube channel, you don't have that subscription, definitely go check that out. But yeah, I have been wrestling with making the spreadsheet forecast available to subscribers. So there is a template version of them already in Martini's Discord. So if you guys aren't a part of the Discord already, you can be. You can head over there, and in the resource section, it's there. But yeah, all of my broadcast guys stay up on YouTube permanently. You'll be able to get a hold of them, go back in and see what we talked about. If you missed a day and you want to figure out what it was that I talked about, that'll be there for you. Happy to do that. But yeah, ultimately, guys, this is there are a couple things I'm having to come to decisions on. We are now almost 60 subscribers. We've grown from 4 subscribers to 60 subscribers in a month, which for me is massive growth. I'm a huge fan of what you guys are doing as far as subbing here on Twitch, supporting the community, and I would love to give you guys access to those ETFs as subscribers. I think that that's a great way to go. I just want to make sure that that's not a breach of terms of service for me offering something in exchange for you subbing. I want to make sure that I know that there are some rules about that, so I'll have to look into that, but yeah, each of the sheets I could definitely do a spy performance for that period. Ooh, there's a sub 2 months in a row. Hype. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. I had hoped that the waiter earnings appointment, like IB had said, would be at noon. Their call actually isn't until 5 p.m. tonight, so unfortunately, I won't be doing that call today. I don't see much else popping up in the latest news section here that I really want to dive into. Just double check and make sure. Well, that's not good news. Alaska Air CEO retires. I will probably go live again for earnings at 5 o'clock. Yeah, I'll probably do another dual stream where I'll go live at 5 o'clock to do the Wader earnings and give my coverage and insight onto that. I expect to see Wader run into the end of the day here for sure. Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, they're saying that home builders, so Toll Brothers, Home Depot, this kind of stuff, doesn't look great on vaccine news. I would disagree. I think this is buy the dip. But again, I like to be a contrarian apparently. Yeah, I don't see much else here, guys. I will come back later tonight and do a Wader earnings call with you guys. But for now, I want to leave you in the capable hands of a very good man. We are headed over to the Blood Cult. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today. I'll be back 9 a.m. tomorrow. Slowest. Ooh, Prime Gaming sub. Me likey. Me likey. Thanks so much for the sub, man. Head on over. Enjoy Stock Guy. Show him them beavers if you can rock them. I will catch you tonight for Wader if you're interested. See you then.